For me, middle school was a sad period. And I understand what you're probably thinking, Kate. That period was a sad one for everyone. Which is true, but it was particularly gloomy for me because I was only recently realizing that being quiet and shy also means being dull and odd. I felt excluded from the family. As far as I could tell, my family liked me for being loud, outspoken, and a party animal. I arrived at Christmas get-togethers and family functions with the impression that I was wearing an invisibility cloak. Was I even there at all? I would slouch on the hardwood floor in the corner, wearing much too much black eyeliner and a fake smile, and I'd worry if I'd ever be accepted for who I really was or if it would be better to seem outgoing. I enjoyed socializing, playing sports, and trying new things, and I had friends at school. I believe it was more of a premature existential crisis than the worst period. It was an understatement to say I felt misunderstood. It makes sense because my personality type is INFJ. I had a lot of friends despite being quiet and introverted. I wanted to make people happy and comfortable, but I was under pressure as a result. I was easy but challenging, logical but intuitive. In addition to my 12-year-old identity dilemma, my father had recently experienced a major heart attack and lost the family-owned company he and his brother had been managing, which had been passed down through 2 generations. After suffering a severe concussion while playing soccer, my sister missed a year of school. Not to add that I had recently had my period and had braces. Fortunately, my mother saw my significant tendency to withdraw and purchased me my first gorgeous hardcover journal. I typed in the thing like a caveman discovering that words are made by rubbing 2 rocks together. Yet, I chose to remain silent since I wanted to make everything simple for everyone. I consistently received straight A's and was never in trouble in class. I knew my bedroom like the back of my hand. It served as both my shelter and the start of my mission to make life simpler for other people. I believed that everyone would benefit if I remained to myself and spent the majority of the day relaxing with my 90-pound black lab. INFJs naturally prioritize others, so I do too. Making sure others were pleased and letting them come first was something that came effortlessly to me as an INFJ. I was actually making things easier for the people in my life at the time, but I wasn't aware of it. It would have helped me get through those events, and I probably wouldn't have all the effects I see today if I had opened out about the shame I felt for being silent and different, or about the newfound anxiety and terror I had after my dad almost died. On the other hand, I felt burdened when I opened up and discussed my issues because I thought I was somehow depriving those who needed help of it. In actuality, just showing up and being there would have improved everyone's mood. Almost every single area of my life was affected by this whole never make somebody feel bad by remaining quiet rule. I avoided making a big deal out of exciting events for fear of upsetting those who were going through difficult circumstances. I would never make a big deal out of getting hurt since I loathed upsetting people. I didn't dare ask for things if I needed them for fear of coming out as harsh and complicating matters. I was okay even if my heart was broken. Because I didn't want to steal their money and leave them broke, I would avoid asking for a sale in my business even if what I was selling actually changed their lives. I assist other introverts in discovering their unique assets so they can employ them as a competitive advantage in their businesses and achieve success on their terms. A list might continue forever. I eventually came to the conclusion that no matter how hard I tried to make life easier for everyone else, I would never genuinely succeed because I had no influence over their lives or their feelings. They still have the freedom to decide how they want to feel at the end of the day, and I'm not involved in that at all. I must consciously work on speaking up. I won't lie, it's still difficult for me to resist keeping quiet in an effort to simplify someone else's situation. I have to actively work on speaking up even when I don't want to and make sure I look after myself. I feel liberated and like a mountain has been lifted off of me now that I have the ability to speak up for myself. Without feeling like I'm burdening my friends and family, I share both positive and bad news with them. And when I tell them good news, I can do it without worrying about if I'm making them feel jealous or insecure.